It was the kind of warm spring weekend that draws shoppers to Joplin's Rangeline Trade Center and sends local residents outdoors for backyard cookouts and family outings to Joplin's parks. Sunday was graduation day for Joplin High School, an event held at the Missouri Southern campus on the north side of town. Just as graduates and guests began heading home, the wind picked up and the clouds rolled in. A supercell thunderstorm had developed suddenly over southeast Kansas and roared eastward.
What's it doing?
When the storm passed, it left almost a third of Joplin in ruins. At the height of its power, the twister measured nearly a mile wide and tore a 6-mile-long path of destruction across the heart of the city. The death toll from the single EF5 tornado would set a modern record. With a major hospital destroyed, over 1,100 injured needed medical treatment. 1,000 emergency personnel from surrounding towns converged to offer help. The storm also dealt the city a staggering economic blow. Nearly 7,500 homes were impacted. 500 businesses were gone. 5,000 employees had no place to report for work. 18,000 vehicles had been demolished. 9 school buildings were damaged or completely destroyed. It would easily go down as the costliest tornado in the nation's history. The damage assessment was dismal. To rebuild what the storm had destroyed would cost $3 billion. However, there were already signs that Joplin had not lost its spirit. And the city took heart from stories of survival and heroism that demonstrated how many of them had risen to the occasion.
Many of our coworkers were involved in draping themselves over their patients to make sure that they didn't get hurt. They did all they could to get them safe and in good places, but in some cases they couldn't, so they risked life and limb.
The night of the tornado, we were trapped inside of a closet in our bedroom. They heard us screaming, we heard them screaming, and they just started digging with their bare hands.
He started picking people up in the back of his truck, and he ran multiple loads back and forth to the hospitals. He had 3 flat tires when he was running on the rims of his truck. One of the EMS drivers go, "There's no way you're going to make it, you're not going to make it." And all he did was look at him and go, "Watch me."
We are famously stubborn and self-reliant, practical, impatient. But whatever may divide us, we always come together in crisis. What our nation and our world have witnessed this week is the spirit of Joplin, Missouri.
There's no doubt in my mind that Joplin will rebuild. And as president, I can promise you, your country will be there with you every single step of the way. We will be with you every step of the way.
We brought nearly 140 folks from the Kansas City Chiefs organization here to Joplin, Missouri to help with the cleanup efforts.
There were people that had come up from Texas. I met a lady that had come all the way from San Francisco.
Joe Greer's house is already being rebuilt. Volunteers have done most of the work on Joe's home.
There's a lot of great businesses across Joplin and organizations that are doing a lot of awesome stuff to get this town going again.
Extreme Makeover Home Edition will be coming to Joplin to help us with that recovery effort.
Where spectators just days ago watched 7 homes be built in 7 days.
As I've said from day one, I'm committed to rebuilding this community as quickly as possible so the life here gets back to normal as quickly as possible.
But it gets people back to work, and I think the best way we can get on the road to recovery and continue on that road is by getting our people back to work.
It's exciting to drive through, to see the progress, to see homes being built, to see businesses opening.
Over 100,000 registered volunteers that have come to Joplin. We refer to it as the miracle of the human spirit.
Straight from Vegas, Barry Manilow was in town to bring music to Joplin. Literally, bring music. 3 truckloads of new equipment.
Joplin High students are going back to class in a converted retail store. Their school was destroyed by a tornado on May 22nd, but school officials were determined to start the new year on time.
The Eagles are home for the first time since the devastation that occurred last May.
And you got 3, 1, 2, 3, swag like an eagle!
The plaque was dedicated at Joplin's 6-month memorial service. At 5:41 p.m., hundreds of lights swayed in the darkness.
Construction crews work on the foundation for the new St. John's Mercy Component Hospital. The steel and concrete structure will double the number of operating rooms from the modular hospital now operating, increase the number of patient beds to up to 110, and bring back baby deliveries.
Thus far, 113,000 volunteers have joined the recovery effort. Contributions have come from every corner of America and some foreign countries. The Joplin Convention Visitors Bureau, the Joplin Sports Authority, and the Southwest Missouri Lodging Association are asked repeatedly, how can we help? Amazingly, our hotels, motels, and most of our attractions escaped major damage. We urge you to bring your next event to Joplin. A training session, a board meeting, a day-long conference, or even a trade show will help the city of Joplin to recover. And we're proud to share with you the miracle of the human spirit. Our hotels, attractions, and meeting facilities are open and ready. Join the recovery. Revisit Joplin.